So what are homologous structures? Now you know that homologous structures signify a common ancestry. They basically have similar anatomical structures. These are organs or these are structures which have similar anatomy but are adapted for different functions. So basically here a same organ, a same structure is adapted along different lines in order to suit to different needs. So it's the same structure but different function. As you can see here, the brain of all vertebrates is an excellent example for homologous structures. And another example is the forelimbs of man and cheetah or a cat and a whale and a bat. All of our forelimbs are basically made up of the same set of bones, but your hand is meant for manipulating your surrounding. The leg of the hand or the forelimb of cheetah is meant for running, and the forelimb of whale is modified into a flipper, and the forelimb of bat is modified for flying. So functions are different over here. Even in plants also you have examples of leaves, like for example you have tendrils which are actually meant for support. They have different functions, and leaf spine is actually meant for defense, isn't it? Both of them originate from the leaf itself, but basically when they function wise, if you look at them from the functional point of view, one is meant for mechanical support and one is meant for defense. So here are some examples. As you can see how the leaf is modified into a tendril, a leaf is modified into a spine. So it's basically the same structure, the same anatomical structure, which gets organized into different slightly modified forms in order to suit different needs or to get adapted to different needs. What about analogous structures? You all are aware that analogous structures are quite the opposite of homologous structures. Here there are structures in totally unrelated groups of organisms. They do not signify common ancestry. It's actually a classical case of convergent evolution, isn't it? So different structures that are modified for the same function. So functionally they converge at a particular point, and that's why it's a case of convergent evolution. So they don't share any kind of anatomical similarity, but of course functionally they are very similar. If you compare the wing of an insect, for that matter, with wing of a bird, the wing of a bird has feathers on it, it has skin, it has flesh, it has bones inside, a set of bones. But the wing of an insect is just a delicate membrane. There's no feather, there's no bone inside, but both of them are meant to perform the same function. So functional similarity is what gives us the idea of analogous organs. Here also we can take this as an example for analogous organs. If you see the flipper of a dolphin, for that matter, the flipper of a dolphin will have bones in it, whereas the fins of a fish do not have bones in it. So structurally they are quite different, but functionally they are similar. Even in plants we can find analogous organs. We can find organs which have a completely different origin or completely different in terms of their anatomical structure, but are meant for functioning, performing the same function. For example, a tendril that grows out of the stem is different from a tendril that grows out of a leaf, but ultimately they both function in providing mechanical support to the plant body. So here you can see the example, a stem tendril versus a leaf tendril. They both are anatomically completely different. However, they're functionally, both of them are meant to provide mechanical support. So structurally different, functionally similar, they are referred to as analogous organs.